Caitlin Aikensdottir, and I'll teach you to cook like a Viking over an open fire. During the Viking Age, things were not written down, so no, we don't have exact recipes. We will create some mouth-watering dishes from ingredients that could be found during the Viking Age. Later, we'll meet in the meat hall with Viking guests. Stay tuned. Poached halibut with crispy dulse and fresh cheese. Welcome to Cook Like a Viking. I am Caitlin Aikensdottir. Today I am making an Icelandic-inspired meal of poached halibut with crispy dulse and fresh cheese. I went to my fisherman and bought some halibut, nice fresh white halibut. I cut it carefully into steaks, and I will poach it in water flavored with herbs that were found in Iceland. While the halibut is cooking, I'll fry up some dulse in butter in a pan over the fire and then mix in some fresh cheese. Dulse is a sea vegetable used in Iceland. It's often gathered and dried for use all year. I will take my cauldron and place it over the fire. Put in about 2 cups of water. It doesn't have to be a lot, just enough to cover the fish. Add a couple of heads of yarrow and a few stems of lovage. Let this steep in boiling water for at least 5 minutes. My friend, Fina Thorsdottir, settled with her family in Iceland. She invited me to visit. It's a long voyage on the sea, and with weather being so fickle, it was worrisome. But I was excited to go. I was curious how Iceland became a settlement. So I asked some of the elders in the village if they had any stories which might help me find out about this new settlement. I talked to many people, and a few of them had interesting tales of voyages to that area. The poached water looks about right. Let's add the halibut steaks now. Make sure they're covered with water and let them cook for about 20 minutes. Now we can start on the dulse. Chop up the dried dulse. One year, a guy by the name of Naddoðr was sailing from Norway to the Faroe Islands when he was blown off course. He landed on land to the west that was mountainous and seemed desolate. He told others about that snowland when he got back to Norway. Arrange the logs for a spot for your pan. Get the pan nice and hot. Place about 2 dollops of butter, letting it all melt. More is better. Add the dried dulse to the hot pan. Stir the dulse, keeping it moving so it doesn't burn. It'll crisp up nicely in about 5 minutes, depending on your fire. Mine seems to be taking a bit longer, so I'll go back to my story. Another traveler, Rafnafloki Vilgerðsson, was interested to hear that story and set out to find out if it was true. He landed on the west side of that large island and, seeing drift ice in a fjord, decided it was to be called Iceland. Ingólfr Arnarson, along with others, settled on Iceland and named their town Reykjavik. one of the darker stories told of a fierce warrior named Erik Thorvaldsson. Erik's father, Thorvald, was banished from Norway for killing a fellow Viking and had to take his family to live in Iceland. Alas, Erik had bright red hair and was hot-headed. In fact, people called him Erik the Red. Like his father, Erik murdered another settler in Iceland. This got him banned from Iceland for 3 years. So Erik and a few of his followers got in their ship and headed farther west. Eventually, they landed on the southern tip of another island. This is where he settled, and to entice other settlers, he called it Greenland. The halibut is perfectly done. Remove it carefully from the poached water and place it in a wooden trencher. So the story continues. A trader, Bjami Herjólfsson, was sailing to Greenland when he got caught in a storm and was blown off course. He saw land to the west that looked lush and fertile. When he reached Greenland, he told his story to everyone. Leifur Eriksson, Erik the Red's son, was intrigued by this news and set sail along with a few adventurous farmers to find this amazing land. After a long storm-tossed journey, he finally saw it, and it was beautiful. He landed on the green shores, and he called this land Finland. In the saga of Erik the Red, written in 1265, it says that Eriksson was tossed about on a long time at sea and lighted upon lands of which before he had no expectation. There were fields of wild wheat and the vine tree in full growth. There were also the trees that were called maples, and they gathered all of this with certain tokens, and some trunks so large they were used in house building. Check the dulse. Ooh, it looks done. Carefully place it in a large wooden bowl. Crumble some fresh cheese and mix it in gently. That smells good. The halibut is perfectly done. Spoon some nice crispy dulse with it and enjoy. Wow, is it ever good? Oh, I gotta go eat this. If you would like more information on the recipes and tools we use, check out our website at cooklikeaviking.com. Thanks for joining us today, and see you next time on Cook Like a Viking.